Okay, hello everyone. So I think I'm audible to you all. So now today I'm going to explain about the concept of management. Okay, so the first topic, as you can see on your screen, that is the management definition. Okay, so how we can define. So first I will define in my own words, and then after I will move on to the definitions given by different authors. So the first thing about the management, it is the, you can say, science or art of getting things done through others. Okay, through others. So it is science or art of getting things done through others. So that is the general definition of management. But some authors have defined management in different ways. So here Kuhns and Weirich defined the management as the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals working together in groups and accomplish aims. Okay, so it is nothing but the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals and groups can work together to achieve uh, the goals. So that's what said by Kuhns and Weirich. And another author, G.R. Terry, said management is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling. So, what G.R. Terry said? He said that it is planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling to achieve objective. So, that's what said by G.R. Terry. Now, next, it is about the managers. Manager makes important decisions, allocate resources, and directs the activities of others to attain a common goal. Okay, so what a manager does, he or she makes important decisions, allocate resources, directs the activities of others to attain a common goal. So now next we have management is also called administration in case of non-profit organization. Okay, generally in non-profit organization, management or managers, here it is about the management is called as what? Management is called the administration. That's it. Now manage next move on to the management process. What exactly is this management process? So now let's move on. So management process here given uh, brings human and material. So what management process does, it brings human and material resources together and motivates people for the achievement of organizational objectives. It means to achieve the organizational objectives, management process brings human and material resources together. Okay, it means uh, the process which brings human and material resources together and motivates people for the achievement of the organizational objectives is called management process. It is an ongoing process. So what kind of process this is? This is ongoing process consisting of a series of interrelated activities. So a series of interrelated activities are there also, and following are the characteristics of management here given. So this is goal oriented process. All pervasive goal oriented means it is to achieve something. All pervasive, it means management process involves in almost all levels of the organization. Then it is multidimensional, then continuous process, it is a group activity. It is also intangible force means management process is not you know it is in the physical form, but it can be felt. Now next move on to the theories and approaches. So there are several popular theories of management. Okay, So out of those popular theories of management, some important management theories are given as below. So the first one here we have the scientific management. What is given? The scientific management theory. So this one is given by F.W. Taylor. So this scientific management theory focuses on finding the best way of performing a job and improving efficiency and productivity. Okay, it focuses on finding the best way of performing a job and improving the efficiency and productivity. It means best way of performing the job, if improving efficiency and productivity. That's all about the scientific management theory. So all the principles of scientific management theory we will discuss one by one. So the first principle of scientific management, it is scientific task planning. Okay, so it is scientific task planning. So what happens in scientific task planning? So in this we use time and motion study. So what we use? Time and motion study. Then tasks need to be designed scientifically, eliminate unnecessary and wasteful motion, and find the minimum time required for the work. Okay, so these all things are involved in case of scientific task planning. So in case of scientific task planning, we discussed about the time and motion study. So time and motion study, it means that is all about how much time, minimum time it requires generally to perform a particular task. And the motion study, so what kind of movement is better for the work. So those things we study scientifically. And tasks need to be designed, so that's here given, tasks also need to be designed scientifically. Okay, and that's here also given, eliminate unnecessary and wasteful motion and find the minimum time required for the work. So that's all about the scientific task planning. The second principle of scientific management theory, it is about a standardization. Set standards in advance to decide. So we have to set this standard in advance. For what purpose? So that set the standards in advance to decide work procedures. So what different work procedures are there? For that we have to set standards, working conditions, quality parameters, time schedules. So about these all things we have to set the standards in advance. Okay, so why we need to set standards? For these all things, for work procedures, working condition, quality parameters, time schedules. Then the third principle of scientific management, it is scientific selection and training of workers. So finding the right person for the right job. So that's what it says. It is said by the third principle, that is scientific selection and training of workers, means finding the right person for the right job. Then the fourth principle is functional foremanship, controlling departments by respective supervisors. So we have to use some supervisors to control departments. The fifth one, so this third and fourth already done. Then the fifth one, it is a differential piece rate system. Differential piece rate system means wage incentives to motivate workers based on work distribution. So the kind of work has been assigned to different workers, accordingly wages should be given, so that those individuals who were assigned the works will be motivated to work. Okay, the sixth one, it is harmony and not discord. So it is about harmony between employers and employee. So that is the sixth principle of scientific management given by F.W. Taylor. So that's what we discussed. So these are six principles. Now the second management theory is administrative. The second management theory is what? Administrative management theory given by Henry Fayol. Okay, Henry Fayol. So it is a rational way to design organizational structure. So administrative, this one. So this administrative management theory, which is given by Henry Fayol, is a rational way to design organizational structure. So we can say rational way to design organize. It is about the organizational structure. So how we design in a rational way to design the organizational structure. So that's what it is in the administrative theory given by Henry Fayol. Now, what are the characteristics? So characteristics of administrative management theory is clear division of work, delegation of power and authority, formal chain of authority. So these are characteristics. Now we move on to the principles of administrative management theory. So Henry Fayol have given 14 principles of management. The first one, it is the division of work. So what it says, so divide work into, first division of work, that divide work into separate jobs based on employee skills to increase efficiency. It means whatever skill sets a particular employee has, accordingly, so work should be divided. Okay, so that's here given, divide work in separate jobs based on employee skills according to the skill sets which an employee has. Work should be given so that efficiency can be increased. The second we have, that is authority and responsibility. Give authority for carrying out the task, be accountable to the supervisor. Okay, so what given, authority and responsibility. If responsibility it is given, then accordingly authority should also be given to the individual, and the individual or the employee should be accountable to the supervisor. The third principle of administrative management theory is discipline, adherence to organizational policies, rules, and regulations. And fourth one, it is unity of command. Employees should be accountable to only one boss. Okay, unity of command means there should be only one boss for an employee. Several supervisors may create confusion in the job, so that's why it is very important that there should be unity of command. It means there should be only one direct reporting supervisor, or you can say one boss. Then next we have the unity of direction, the fifth principle of administrative management theory. One manager should guide the action of a department. Okay, so that it ensures that the activities are directed towards achieving a common goal or objectives. Okay, so that's what here given, ensures. So unity of direction ensures that activities are directed towards achieving a common goal or objectives. That's here given. Now the sixth principle given, subordination of individual interest to general interest. It means organizational interest should be given priority over individual interest. Then we have the remuneration of personnel. So fair and equitable pay, both monetary and non-monetary. It means that whatever is paid to the employees should be fair and equitable, and the pay, it may be in the monetary terms or in non-monetary terms. Then the eighth one, it is the centralization and decentralization. So delegation of power to lower levels for carrying out tasks. Okay, so for carrying out a particular task, power should be delegated to the lower levels also. Important decisions are centralized at top level management. Okay, centralization, it is for the important decisions. Okay, important decision taken by the top level management, but for carrying out the task, power should be delegated to the lower levels. Scalar chain. So what it is, scalar chain, it is about a line of authority from top to bottom level establishing hierarchy. It means from top to bottom level there should be some hierarchies. Okay, and the decisions should follow the hierarchy. Then next we have the order. Ensure social order in the organization apart from the work environment being safe and healthy. Okay, so that's it means social order in the organization. So there should be proper social order in the organization, okay, apart from the work environment. Okay, so here the importance is also given to the social order in the organization, or you can say the social environment in the organization, so that it can be safe and healthy. Then 11th principle here given, equity. Treat all employees fairly and equally. There should be no favoritism. Then the 12th one, we have the stability of tenure of personnel. To reduce absenteeism and turnover, provide job security and stability in their tenure. Okay, so during the work tenure, there should be secure. You can say managers should provide job security and stability so that the absenteeism and turnover can be reduced. Then we have the initiative. So the initiative, we have encouraged employees to take initiative for engagement and interest. And the last one, it is aspirate de corps. Develop a culture within an organization and an atmosphere of team spirit and mutual understanding. Okay, so what here? Develop a culture within an organization and an atmosphere of team spirit and mutual understanding. So that's what is aspirate de corps. So these all 14 principles come under the administrative management theory given by Henry Fayol. Okay, so after completing this, now next we have the bureaucracy theory of management. Bureaucracy theory of management is given by Max Weber. So Weber divides the organization into two parts. Okay, so the first part, it is structuring an organization into hierarchy, and the second one is setting up clearly defined routes to help govern an organization. So here Max Weber gave a bureaucracy theory of management, and he divides the organization into two parts. First, it is the structuring an organization into hierarchy. It means in the organization there should be hierarchical structure. And the second thing what he said is setting up clearly defined routes to help govern an organization. It means to govern an organization, there should be clear defined routes. It means how the information should move from bottom to top, or how the information or should move from top to bottom. So these all things are clearly defined in case of bureaucracy theory of management. So what are the features of bureaucracy? So the first feature, it is given division of labor. Okay, division of labor. So what it says, so simple jobs promote a specialization. So why we need to divide labor? So that jobs can be simple, and simple jobs promote specialization. The second, it is a hierarchy of authority. Information and decisions flow from top to bottom. And the third one, it is consistent and complete rules. So explicit rules and regulations govern the overall functioning of the organization. It means there should be explicit, means clear rules and regulation should be there, so that the overall functioning of the organization can be smooth. Impersonality in impersonality and formal selection. So a staff selection is based purely on technical competence and merit. Okay, so that is the fourth feature. Fifth one, it is separation of honors property and official property. So these were the features, five features of bureaucratic organization. Now next we move on to the human relations theory. This is the fourth theory of management, and this human relations theory is given by Alton Mayo. And human relations theory of organization emphasizes the following principles. So what are those principles which human relations theory emphasize? So the first one, it is individuals are motivated by different needs and interact with several social and economic factors within the organization. Okay, so individuals are motivated by different needs and interact with several social and economic factors within the organization. Second, the work group's social interaction results in an informal structure within the formal structure. It means with the, or you can say to the side by side of the formal structure, there is also informal structure in the organization, which is created due to the social interaction of the individuals working in the organization. Third one, it is participative management. Workers at each level are encouraged to participate in the decision making process. So this one, it is the third, uh, you can say, the principle of human relations theory. So the first one, it was different individuals have different needs. Okay. Second, the principle, it was there is also social structure, or you can say the informal structure which is created due to social interaction. And the third principle is participative management. That is means individuals at each level of the organization are encouraged to participate in the decision making process. So these were three principles of human relations theory of organization. Now the features, we can move. Yes, what are the features of human relations theory? Focus on human aspects rather than formal structure. Identifies organization identifies organization as an informal body, results in decentralization. It means identifies organization as informal body. If it is informal body, so that informal body results in decentralization, enabling people to decide their own plans or course of action, tends to flatten the structure compared to traditional theory. Okay, so that's in case of human relations theory, the structure is comparatively flat compared to traditional hierarchy. So these were the features of human relations theory. Now next theory, it is about systems theory. Okay, so this one, it is the fifth management theory. Organization, according to this systems theory, organization is a system of interconnected and mutually dependent subsystems which have their own subsystems. It means organization is considered as a system, and in that system there are multiple subsystems, and under those all subsystems we have multiple subsystems. Okay, so in according to this theory, there are particularly three subsystems in the organization. Okay, so what are those three subsystems in the organization? So the first, it is the technical subsystem. So what technical subsystem it says? So a formal arrangement of functions which include knowledge and techniques to transform inputs into outputs. Okay, it is a formal arrangement. Technical subsystem, it is about the formal arrangement of functions which includes knowledge and techniques. It means the system which includes knowledge and techniques. Okay, the formal system which includes the knowledge and techniques to transform inputs into outputs is technical subsystem. Now next, second one, it is we have the social subsystem. It is the product arising out of social interaction and shared values of people in the organization. It means when people work in the organization, they interact with each other, and due to those interactions, a shared a product, a kind of, you can say, the output, it comes out due to those social interaction. That is social subsystem. Then we have the third one, the power subsystem, the capacity to get things done through others by using force or compulsion. That comes under the power subsystem. It means here, in the organization, we use force and compulsion to get things done through others, and power comes through skills, knowledge, and competency, etc. Means power means the source of power is knowledge, skill, competency. So these all things. So basically we can say that in case of systems theory of management, we have three subsystems, technical subsystems, in which we discussed about the knowledge and techniques used to transform inputs into outputs. Second, it was the social subsystem, which is the output of the social interaction of individuals working in the organization. And the third one, it is the power system, in which we discussed that means getting things done through others by using force or compulsion. And the source of power, it may be skills, knowledge, competency, etc. Now, the sixth theory of management, here we have the theory X and Y, and this one, and given by Douglas McGregor. Okay, so what theory X and Y says, an integration of assumption. So it is theory X and Y is an integration of assumptions, generalization, and hypothesis relating to human tendencies towards work and organization. It means how individuals think about their work or the organization, or in other words we can say the human tendencies towards work and organization are explained in theory X and Y. Okay, so there are two sets of assumptions in case of theory X and Y. So first it is theory X. Okay, so what theory X is: manager pessimistic view of people. Managers have pessimistic view of people. Employees dislike work. So according to theory X, uh, ma- employees dislike work and are naturally unmotivated. Second assumption, workers need to be persuaded or corrected. Sorry, corrected, not coerced. Workers need to be persuaded or coerced continually to ensure that they complete the task. Third one, it is delegation of authority is minimum. And the fourth one, it is control remains firmly centralized. So these are the things under theory X. And in case of theory Y, managers have positive view of people. So what kind of positive view? So style of management is decentralized and participative. It means individuals working in the organizations have given some authority to perform the tasks, encourage more collaboration and trust based relationship between managers and their team members. And the third one, we have the open communication rather than control. Assumptions of theory Y we have here. The first assumption, it is the work is as natural as rest or play. So second, it is self direction and self control in achieving goals. And the third assumption, it is people are committed to their responsibilities. Fourth assumption, people are willing to work on their own initiative. And the fifth one, it is people view work as fulfilling and challenging. And sixth one, more involvement in decision making. It means here we discussed the six assumptions of theory Y, in which generally managers are having positive view of people. So theory Y is viewed by McGregor as superior to theory X, which reduces workers to cogs in a machine and alienates people. Okay, it means theory Y is considered more, better. I can say theory Y is viewed by McGregor as superior or better compared to theory X. Now, next we have the managerial skills and roles. So, Henry Fowell said, Henry Fayol is the father of modern management. He said the following thing. So, Fayol divided activities of an industrial enterprise into six groups. Okay, divided activities. So, what are those activities? Technical means the production. Second, it is the commercial, buying, selling, exchange. Financial, it is the sources and uses of funds. Security, protection of property. Accounting, auditing and statistics. Managerial, planning, organizing, directing, controlling, coordinating. Okay, so these were the activities generally we observe in case of industrial enterprise. So the qualities required by managers to accomplish the above activities, managers must have the following qualities. So what are those qualities? The first, it is the mental quality, ability to learn, understand, interpret and adopt. Physical, so good health and appearance. Moral, a fairness and integrity while dealing with others. Educational, knowledge of business related matters. Technical, expertise in his field. And sixth one is experience, ability to deal with problems and unexpected situations. Seventh, business quality, well versed with accounting principles. So these are the qualities required by managers. Then management roles. So according to Henry Mintzberg, managerial roles can be divided into three broad categories. How many? Three. The first one, it is the interpersonal roles. So according to interpersonal rules, here the first one, it is the figurehead. So as a figurehead, a manager performs ceremonial and formal duties. As a leader, manager motivates, guides and develops employees. Here managers maintain relationships. In case of liaison, managers maintains a relationship with people and groups outside the manager's department. Okay, these are interpersonal roles. Second one, we have informational roles. What we have? Informational roles. So in case of informational roles, managers collect, process and share information. So what he does? Collect, process and share information. So under informational role, the first role is monitor. Collects means so managers collects and analyzes relevant information. Disseminator shares important information with employees. A spokesperson represents the organization and communicates information to outsiders. So that's about, these are the three informational rules, that is monitoring, disseminator, a spokesperson. And now the third one, we have decision rules. Decisional rules, making decisions and taking action. It means managers take decisions or make decisions and taking actions. So under decisional roles, we have the following four subcategories, that is entrepreneur. So he or she initiate, managers should initiate improvements and new opportunities. Second, here we have the disturbance handler, handles conflicts and unexpected problems. So what he does, he handles conflicts and unexpected problems. Third one, it is resource allocator, managers handles organizational resource distribution. Fourth one, it is negotiator, he or she means the manager negotiates with individuals and groups. So these were Management roles. Okay, so under management rules we discussed about the interpersonal rules. Under interpersonal rules we had figurehead, leader, and liaison. Under informational rules we have monitor, disseminator, a spokesperson. Under decisional rules we have entrepreneur, means initiating improvements, disturbance handler, resource allocator, negotiator. Now next one we have uh, managerial skills. So what managerial skills are required according to Robert Cards? There are four broad categories of managerial skills. The first one is the technical skills. So under technical skills, a manager should be able to apply a specialized knowledge and skill. Second, human skills, ability to understand, communicate, motivate, and support other people. Third, conceptual skills, ability to set plans and determine course of action. Design skills, ability to come up with workable solutions and design solutions to problem. The notes may okay, that's here. I think it is over. Yes. So now let's sum up this. So what we discussed. So the first thing which we discussed, it is the management definition. So first we discussed that the management is the science or art of getting things done through others. Okay. So that's what we discussed here first. Okay. Then after we discussed about the definition given by the Kuntz and Very, J.R. Terry, and the manager. Also we discussed then now about the management process. We discussed it is about bringing human and material resources together and motivate people for the achievement of organizational objectives. Then we discussed that it is a kind of ongoing process, and the characteristics of management we discussed that it is goal oriented process, all pervasive, multidimensional, continuous process, group activity, intangible force. Theories of management, we discussed scientific theory of management, and under scientific theory of management we discussed you know here that it focuses on finding the best way of performing a job and improving the efficiency and productivity. So many principles were there. So the first principle, it was the scientific task planning. The second is standardization. The third, it was these all are the principles. So the first management theory which we discussed, it is the scientific management theory given by F.W. Taylor. The second management theory, it was the administrative management theory that is given by Henry Fayol, and it is a rational way to design organizational structure. And then 14th principle of management theory, we discussed. And then after we discussed about the bureaucracy theory of management that is given by Max Weber. So then after we discussed about human relations theory given by Alton Mayo. And then after systems theory, and after systems theory we discussed about the theory X and theory Y given by Douglas McGregor. Then after managerial skills and rules, accordingly, so Henry Fayol, the father of modern management, we discussed as to what qualities required by a manager. And then the management roles we discussed, that is interpersonal roles, informational roles, decisional roles, and what different managerial skills are required, that's also we discussed, that is given by Robert Cards. So the technical skills, human skills, conceptual skills, design skills, about these all things we discussed. So I think that is sufficient for today's session. So thank you all.